Okay, students, welcome back to history class. So, last two classes we discussed about first Anglo-Maratha War, second Anglo-Maratha War, and now we discuss about the third Anglo-Maratha War. First Anglo-Maratha War came to an end as per the Treaty of Salwais in 1782, and second Anglo-Maratha War came to an end as per the Treaty of Desain. According to the Treaty of Desain, the Peshwa of Marathas, Bajirao II, accepted subsidiary alliance. When he accepted subsidiary alliance, so he had to pay 26 lakh rupees to the British armies, and he had to keep the British army in his kingdoms. So that's made it was heavy burden to Bajirao II. So here, so what was the main cause for the third Anglo-Maratha War? The main cause for third Anglo-Maratha War, the Peshwa Bajirao II lost his power and prestige. That was the main reason. The Peshwa Bajirao II lost his power and prestige. Remember that is Bajirao II. He lost his power and prestige, and he decided to consolidate his empire. He decided to reorganize Maratha's confederacies. That was the main intention of Bajirao II. What was his intention? He wanted to reorganize Maratha's confederacies, and also he wanted to establish the revival of the glory of Marathas. Revival, the glory of Marathas. That's what he wanted to re-establish. The glory of Marathas empire was the main intention. So these were made the main causes for the third Anglo-Maratha War. Yes, what? So Bajirao II he wanted to re-establish, reorganize and re-establish Maratha empire. Why he wanted to re-establish and reorganize Maratha empire? Because according to subsidiary alliance, he lost his power and prestige. That's what he wanted to consolidate. He wanted to reorganize Maratha Empire. To reorganize Maratha Empire, to rebuild the glory of Maratha Empire, so he sought the help of some local rulers. He sought the help of local rulers. Local rulers were Pathans, yes, Pathans were local rulers. So after the Pathans and the Pindaris, yes, he asked the help of Pathans and Pindaris to fight against the British, declare war on British, because he wanted to reorganize Maratha's confederacies. That's what he sought the help of Pathans. He was a local ruler, and he sought the help of Pindaris, and also sought the help of other Maratha chieftains. Maratha chiefs. Yes. Along with that, he made combined army force from these. One, Bajirao II, Pathans, Pindaris, and other Maratha chiefs. They made alliance. They made combined army force, attacked on British military camp. Attacked British military camp. So all these three members, listen carefully students, Bajirao II, Pathans and Pindaris and other Maratha chiefs, together they made alliance, they made agreement, treaties. So as per that, they attacked on British military camp. Yes, attacked on British military camp. So British military camp it was in Kirki. Remember the place? What was that? Kirki, yes. So all they made combined army force and declared war on British military camp, attacked on British military camp at Kirki. In the battlefield, so British fought against that Maratha. There was a huge battlefield between Marathas and these supporters of Marathas. So Bajra II was defeated in the battlefield. When the Bajra II defeated, next Pathans, Pindaris and other all the Marathas chiefs were defeated in the battlefield. So that's what. Once again, Bajra II was replaced. Remember that as per this. So all the Marathas chiefs and supporters of Marathas, Pathans and Pindaris and Bajra II defeated in the third Anglo-Maratha war. All they were defeated, and even other Maratha chiefs, the Pindaris, Pathans and all they were accepted subsidiary alliance. So British succeeded to gain control over Maharashtra region. As per this agreement, here Bajra II was pensioned off. Bajra II was pensioned off and sent him to Bito region. Yes. Bajra II was the pensioned off. So, yearly 8 lakh rupees. Bajra II, the pensioned off rupees 8 lakhs and sent him to Bithor. On behalf of Bajra II, here British they appointed Sahu, Chhatrapati Sahu. British appointed Chhatrapati Sahu. Remember this. They appointed Chhatrapati Sahu as the ruler of Satara region. They appointed Chhatrapati Sahu as a ruler of Marathas, ruler of Satara region. In that way, Bajra II was pensioned off and sent him to Bithor and gave 8 lakh rupees as annual pension to Bajra II. On replace of Bajra II, British appointed Chhatrapati Sahu at ruler, Chhatrapati Sahu as a ruler at Satara region. In that way, all that remaining all these Marathas, complete all the Marathas, Holkar families, Scindia families, okay, now Pindaris, Pathans and all other chieftains and Bajra, all they were accepted subsidiary alliance. So British succeeded to gain control over Maharashtra region. And also British followed that the policy of expansion and aggression. British followed that the policy of expansion and aggression. So due to these policies, British gained control over next. They waged war against Sikhs. They captured Punjab region. After the Punjab, they captured Afghan region. After the Afghan region, they captured Nepalis and they captured Burmese. Yes, by the policy of expansion, British followed the policy of expansion and aggression. By those policies, British gained control over that Punjab region. Sikhs came under the control of the Britishers. Afghan region came under the control of Britishers. Nepalese came under the control of Britishers, and finally Burmese. Totally, Indian subcontinent, the whole subcontinent came under the control of Britishers. There, the third Anglo-Mysore War ended. Fourth Anglo-Mysore War and third Anglo-Maratha War and two Anglo-Sikh wars completely ended. Later, when British gained control over South India, they paid attention towards North India. After the Carnatic War, remember after the Carnatic War, after next one is Anglo-Mysore Wars. After the Anglo-Mysore Wars, next one Anglo-Maratha War. After these three, the series of battles, British gained control over South India. After these, a series of battles in this North India, Bengal, Maharashtra, Sikh, Afghan, Nepal and Burmese. The whole Indian subcontinent came under the control of Britishers. In that way, British gave importance to a series of wars. Through the series of wars, they gained control over Indian subcontinent. Through the policy of expansion, subsidiary alliance and the doctrine of lapse, by all these policies, British succeeded to capture the whole India and ruled more than 250 years. The more than 250 years was India was under the control of Britishers. Later, there emerged the first war of Indian independence. The whole Indians, discontented by the British policies, there emerged the first war of Indian independence. Already I explained about the first war of Indian independence. So that's it about the first Anglo-Maratha War, second Anglo-Maratha War, and also third Anglo-Maratha War. So I hope students you have understood these concepts. Remaining lessons will be discussed in that next period. Thank you, students.